Hello everyone, Deb Floros, Jesse James Beads Ambassador. I am madly in love with this Bohemian style triple strand bracelet that I made with Jesse James Beads chain and a Jesse James Beads toggle. I love the muted colors and the mixed metal appeal of this bracelet, and I can't wait to wear this out in the wild. So the only thing that I used from my stash are these connector pieces that are tubes, and they have a channel down the center of them and an open bendable flap on either end and a bail on top. Now, getting the chain pieces onto these connectors are a little bit tricky. So I wanted to show you how I did that. So I've got a couple that are already in here. So let me go ahead and finish this piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I used 9 beads for my bracelet. So I'm going to open up that loop there. And what I want to do now is I want to take, this is one end of my bracelet. I want to take and kind of scrunch this loop. So when you take your chain apart, it's actually a great chance for you to manipulate it so that you can get this piece onto your connector. Now you need just enough space like that to slide it on to your slide component. So I need a little loop to hold it in there, and then I can push that guy closed, and I've got these 3 on this end. Now, in order for me to finish the bracelet, I need to get my other pieces connected. So let me next deal with this chain piece. So this chevron chain is a little difficult to connect to anything. So if you've used this chain before, you probably already know that. So I'm looking at the length of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that loop on the piece that's closest in my right hand here. I'm going to cut this. And I want to cut this. I don't want to cut the little connecting loop. So this is the other end of this chain. There's actually an end that has, I can show it to you. One end of the chain has a loop, a hole in between the chevron, and then one end has a little extender loop. So the one in my right hand has an extension, but the one in closest to my left has just a hole. So either way, this chain has to have some way to connect to something. So if you have used this chain before and you've tried to connect it to things, you may have been challenged to do that and given up. Well, what I've done is I've grabbed about 2 inches of craft wire, and you would either put it through the hole in the middle of the chevron, or you're going to put it onto that little loop at the end of this one. And you're going to just do a little messy wire wrap kind of deal. So I'm going to grab some pliers to hold on to. And if you know how to do a wire wrap loop, that's great, because that's kind of what we're doing here. But we're doing it a little, we want it to be messy. We don't want it to be pretty. I'm going to snip off our excess there. And then I'm going to cut off my excess wire. what I'm trying to do is create a little something that's going to go through that channel and give me something for that little channel to hold on to. So I got to make sure that I have my bracelet set up the right way. And then I want to, now I already know that's going to be too much. So I'm going to scrunch that down a little bit. And then I'm going to try and slide that in there. See how that went in? So I've got, oops, is that set right? No. This chain, you want it to be just right. So you want that little chunky piece to go in there like so. See how that works? So I'm going to finish this piece up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to open up my loop down here. Actually, I need to open it up on this side. Okay, and take off my excess chain. And now I need to manipulate this one. So I want to scrunch that guy like that. And slide that on. Should go in there. I need to manipulate it just a little bit more. There we go. And then these clasps, or these end pieces, all you need to do is push it down. You can actually use your finger. And voila, I have my triple strand bracelet. And all you need to do is then attach a clasp. I used a toggle, but you can use a lobster claw, you can use something magnetic. Let me see, I can show you. I've got some Jesse James Beads clasps here. That one's a little too bright for my liking. This one's got some sparkle to it. So you can attach these at either end. Let's put that sparkly one on. It's bright, but let's go with it. I kind of like it. So I'm going to use some 4mm jump rings, and I'm going to attach that guy on. And I'm going to use, hopefully be able to use 2 on each end. So let's put one like so. And got one more here. Get that through there. It's tricky working with magnetic clasps because you're working with metal, so they want to stick to everything. So see how we've got that connected with 2 jump rings there, and we're going to connect to the other side. So put that on there first. And I just need one more of my jump rings. close that down. All right, so this one actually is going to magnetic close on me. And now I've got a double set of triple strand boho bracelets. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this and learned a few tips. Remember, what I did here to connect this chain to this slide piece actually can work for connecting this kind of chain to other things. So if you need a solution to take this enamel chain and connect it, you can just use some wire and do a wire wrap loop and connect it to whatever it is you want to connect it to. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Deb Floros here for Jesse James Beads, and I hope you all have a great day. See you next time.